What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Golf and Gospel Podcast. Yes, I know I got the shades on. I'm going with the Chad Johnson approach like he does on Nightcap. I don't know if that's going to get us more views, but I'm going to try it anyways. Who cares, right? Again, I'm Jeremy Davis, former NFL player and host of Golf and Gospel, which my last video went crazy. Go check it out on Golf and Gospel YouTube page. And we got the best PT in all of Arizona. I don't think you guys understand what I mean. The best, dog, like the best. The homie Nate Wong, former college golfer from the University of Nebraska. Hey, I feel like we always got to touch on Nebraska football just a little bit, even though people don't care about
Let's
Nebraska.
do it.
People don't care about Nebraska football. But Nate has been a little too hard on Raiola. Raiola having an amazing game, and this man Nate is like he's not doing anything good enough to appease
No,
Nate,
dude.
which is
I'm a
crazy.
fan. I'm a fan. I always empathize with the athletes, but it's like I also know athletes have high expectations of themselves, but obviously I root for the kid. I want him to
For
do
sure.
well.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I would like him to do better.
I would like
I'm
him to
sure
throw 5 touchdowns instead of 4.
I'm sure he would like himself to do better too. That's the thing. But I obviously root for him.
For sure.
Even if he left Nebraska, I would love to see that guy do amazing. So
Yeah. I'm going to say, based off what he just said, audience, go look up Raiola's stats and then go back to what Nate said. Like, I would love him to do better. Y'all going to be like, what more do you want?
oh I particularly against Cincinnati, but he
Yeah,
played great yesterday.
he did.
And dude, I think Nebraska looks freaking good.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes on for the rest of the season. Unfortunately, my college lost. I don't know what happened in
They were up a
crunch.
lot.
Um, but I think I'm happy about, man, is like UConn looks good. It's just because back in the day, those are games we would have got blown out. So they're putting up good fights. But like when you're up by that much, I just want to see my school close out. So, uh, but regardless, guys, man, we're here to talk about golf, man. One of the best sports in the world, dog. Again, please like, subscribe, rate us on Spotify. It helps out so much, man. We want to talk about the Walker Cup. The USA team destroys Great Britain and Ireland 17-9, and now the USA leads the all-time series against Great Britain and Ireland 49-1. 49-1, not 49-1, but 40-9-1, man. So another good win for the USA team. Hopefully that's foreshadowing for the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. I think obviously the European team puts on a way better fight than the Walker Cup team does for Great Britain and Ireland. That's no
Yeah.
shade to them. But again, shout out to the USA, man, for winning the Walker Cup and keeping it at home. But today, guys, we're not going to be super long, I think. What me and Nate are going to be doing is we are going to be predicting who's going to win the Ryder Cup. All year, I've been on the USA side. Nate has been on the European side, more so because of Victor Hovland. But
Just
right
so I can
now,
pick Victor.
so he could pick Victor. He got Victor. Everything he wanted. Victor was a captain's pick, so he's on the squad. And we're just going to be predicting who might win, man. We're going to go down day one, day two, and all the single matches. So typically for the format, for guys who don't know how it works, or maybe you do, but just to refresh your mind, Ryder Cup hasn't happened in 2 years since 2023, so just to refresh your mind. So each day has 2 sessions, a morning and an afternoon session. Each session has 4 matches for a total of 8 matches per day. The matches are either foursome, which is alternate shot. Two teammates play one ball, taking turns hitting a shot. Then you got four ball, which is best ball. Each of the two teammates play their own ball, and the best score on each hole counts for the team. Captains decide which format is played in the morning and the afternoon. And then on Sunday, you got 12 single matches. Every player on each team competes head to head in match play. Captains decide their lineups and their assistants selecting which player to go out for each session. So not all 12 players will compete in every team session. Foursome and four ball. Typically 4 players sit in each session. And then again, Sunday is singles. In the order of play, captains submit their lineups in secret before each session. The two lists are matched up in order, meaning there is no direct counter picking once it's submitted. This makes the strategy high stakes. You don't know who your player will face off against, and the lines are just revealed. So that is how me and Nate are going to break down the Ryder Cup. So I'm Keegan Bradley, even though I would have picked myself to play. And Nate is Luke Donald, man. And to see if our picks are, how will they come into fruition, we don't know. We're going to put it into ChatGPT, see what ChatGPT says, and then we'll continue to go on throughout the days, throughout the whole weekend, man. So Nate, just starting off, man. Let's just go. You okay going four ball first?
I was gonna go the order of how it's played, like
Okay,
foursomes,
let's go foursome
then
first
four
then.
ball,
Let's go foursome first then.
and then match play. Which I don't like. For me, I'm getting ahead of myself. I feel like match play is a little bit harder to like.
Yeah.
You know,
All I can think about is match plays in 2023 when Ricky Fowler conceded to Tommy Fleetwood. I'm just like, why? Why? Because I think it ended up being 6-6 on Sunday. But it's like, yo, make Fleetwood put that out, bro.
I know.
And yeah,
I do think. I mean, it's like why play it out? Because, dude, we all know Fleetwood's gonna win eventually. But it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I would make him sweat it out. You know.
yeah. In that case, yeah, especially because we've been
Yeah.
down all weekend. Like, I'm not going to just that solidified it.
Yeah.
That conceding
Gave
solidified
away.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that hurt a lot, man. But okay, yeah. Let's start off with foursome. I can name my two pairings first, or my four pairings first, or you can go first, or we can alternate. Which way you want to do it?
I don't know. I was thinking alternate, but or
Okay.
we just go. No. Let's do like so. Let's go. You go first, and then I'll
Okay.
go first, and then
That's
I'll go
cool.
all four, and then we'll just be like, let's see how
O-
it goes.
Okay, cool. So you want me to go first?
Sure. Let's do
Okay, yeah,
it.
yeah. So my first two, I'm going with Scotty Scheffler and Patrick Cantlay teamed up together. I know some people may want to see it be Scotty and Sam Burns, best friends and stuff like that. But I want an intimidating factor because, like I said, Cantlay's the type of person that's like, yo, don't poke the bear. And I want to get him out there early. And then obviously Scotty Scheffler's number one golfer in the world. I think his presence alone is intimidating. No one will admit it, but they know that it is. So yeah, Scotty and Cantlay for me.
Okay. Sorry. Just go. I'm just glad. My response to that is, I just hope that wherever I put Rory isn't where you put Bryson or something like that.
Oh, I think from obviously an audience perspective, we would love to see that, man. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
we kind of already got the Masters, and that didn't fare too well at all. But with
Yeah.
the Ryder Cup implications, maybe it's a little different than Masters. Even though Masters is a huge event, maybe we could get some like redemption story from Bryson and how he
Yes.
looked against Rory.
Well, it's just like because Roy didn't talk to Bryson at the Masters and Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
There's a lot more back and forth.
a
Like
lot more chippering.
you
Yeah,
make this putt and you're like in your face. All right.
right.
But what's your next pairing?
My next pairing is Xander and Colin, hoping that they can just kind of feed off each other in regards to, not both having the best years, but I think in a team event, they can give their best efforts to make up for their lack of what they had during the year.
Okay, Xander and Colin. I think my next twosome is going to get you on that. But what's your third one?
Okay. My third one is Justin Thomas and Sam Burns. And I'm definitely teeing off with Sam Burns because he's a big hitter, not the most accurate. But JT is lethal with irons. Get me on the green. Then I'm going to have the number one putter putting every time we get a green and reg. I'd rather it be in Sam Burns' hands. So that's why I went with those two. Lastly, give me, obviously, Bryson DeChambeau and give me Cam Young. Obviously, Cam Young's a New York kid. He's won at Bethpage at New York State Opens plenty of times. He's from New York, so I don't think anything will rattle him or nerve him. And I think just the energy that Bryson brings with the New York kid too, I think that's going to be intimidating for the European side. Like, dang, like there's going to be a good crowd following those two the whole time. And I hope it just kind of, makes the European side, who I'm paired with, just super nervous.
Okay, dude. So I actually think your pairings and mine would actually go really well.
Okay.
Not in the sense of I think sense of matchup wise, it's like, dude, who knows, right?
Right.
Um, but in the sense of TV ratings, I think it'd be great. Except for so like there's guys that you're like they're gonna play every freaking match.
For
Like I'm
sure.
gonna have Rory play every match.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna have Fleetwood play every match.
For
So
sure.
sorry guys. All right. So my first pairing would be Fleetwood and Ludwig Oberg.
Okay.
And I feel like it's because So the problem with Team Europe is that we have two guys that are statistically good at everything. Like Rory McIlroy is good at everything.
Right.
And same with Tommy Fleetwood, which is again, that's why it's like crazy that Tommy Fleetwood hasn't won anything because he's like top like just literally every category. He's like in the
Well, at the
top.
time, yeah, at the time until he got his win.
Yeah, and until he got the tour championship win,
Right.
obviously. That's why it's like, what? He's
Yeah.
literally top in everything.
Right. Number three in scoring
So
average.
yeah, so I think he'd be a great, like, hey, you start us off strong. Go ahead, Fleetwood. The only thing Fleetwood is a little bit, I guess, statistically wise, like not as great would be his approach. And
Mm,
Ludwig is 17th in approach. So if we just
nice.
kind of have Fleetwood tee off and
Right.
then Ludwig hit the approach, I think our chances are good there
Yeah.
in the first match. Because, I mean, you got
And Fleetwood's
Scotty and
putter in the tour
Cantlay.
championship was incredible.
Dude,
Didn't
Fleetwood's
have a three
putter
putt.
is
Didn't have a three putt.
Dude, Fleetwood's putter is spectacular except for on Sundays, but like in Ryder Cup, that won't matter, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like Fleetwood, he's amazing except for day four,
Right.
and good thing is there's no day four. So
Right.
um, my next pairing is gonna be Matt Fitzpatrick and Victor Hovland.
Okay.
So it's gonna be tough because I don't know how I would want to do this because Victor Hovland I feel like is good at driving, but I want to take advantage of Victor Hovland's. Excuse me. I want to take advantage of Victor Hovland's iron game
For sure.
and Matt's putting.
Yeah.
So probably have Matt tee off and then have Victor hit his approaches, and then Matt try to take it home. Granted, I
Okay.
think like when the par fives and the par threes take
For
place
sure.
and they
That's
like
when
kind of
things are
switch.
different.
Yeah, when they
Hmm.
switch their roles, I think Victor is super solid with his drives and his putter. Like he can be really good at putting.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that's a good pairing.
You're just hoping that Fitzpatrick hits the green because then you're counting on Victor chipping. And historically, he hasn't been a really good, chipper.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's one of the things like Matt isn't spectacular in is his
Hmm.
approach,
Yeah.
um, but they kind of have a little bit of complementary golf
For
there,
sure.
if you will, you know.
Yeah.
And then last pairing would be Rom and Hatton, and I don't like
Huh.
the stats. It's
Keep
hard
it
to like
live.
find because but it's just like keep it live.
Yeah.
They're both amazing golfers. I honestly think if you looked at their stats with everything, it's like they would be in the top of the PGA, like top to bottom, both of
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
from tee to green. So
Yeah.
I I think I hate to say it, but I think Rom and Hatton are I don't know. I haven't thought about it with the four ball yet. Um, but there's like just guys that I want to play every match, and I'm like, is Rom and Hatton one of those guys?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't want to get ahead of myself. But yeah, I think that's gonna be.
Well, I mean, when you think about the playoff they had at Live, it was four ball essentially, and they ended up winning the whole championship playing four ball. Freaking
Oh,
both of them birdied the
against
last.
Bryson and
Yep,
and
and
Casey, Paul
yeah,
Casey.
yep.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
so
Rom.
technically you already had that on tape of them succeeding.
Yeah, like they have obviously good chemistry. Oh,
Hmm.
so that was my third. I skipped
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. You got one more. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
So you're
I wanted
ending
them
with
to be.
Ramen Hatton.
I wanted them to be four. My bad.
Okay.
I skipped my third one,
Yeah.
and the third one is just Shane and Rory because
Yeah. Best
it's
friends.
just
Yeah.
yeah, like Rory is the best player on Team Europe.
For
I'm
sure.
sorry. I think Fleetwood is a very close second. But Rory's the best player on Team Europe, and this is one of those guys. It's like you got a star player, keep your star player happy. His best friend is Shane. Shane's a very solid golfer too. So,
For
um,
sure.
so we'll just put Rory with Shane. You know.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever see like the there was this, I guess it was like this meme or whatever, because I think at all maybe it was all the majors, because Shane didn't do that well in the majors. He kept saying like F this place. And then when they got to like the open, there was like give us the grand slam, because they wanted him to say F this place one more time at the open, because he said that all
Yeah.
three places still like grand slam. Bro, it was hilarious, dog. Okay, so again, so our pairing order, just to let everybody know, I had Scotty and Cantlay, Xander and Colin, Justin Thomas and Sam Burns, Bryson DeChambeau and Cam Young, and Nate had Fleetwood, Ludwig Oberg, Matt Fitzpatrick, Victor Hovland, Shane Lowry, and Rory. and then Rom and Tyrell
and
Hatton, man.
Hatton.
So let's put this in ChatGPT and see who wins this here.
Which,
Let's see.
dude, I think while you type that away, I
Yeah,
think Hatton. If you have Hatton, Rom, and Bryson all in the same pairing, and Cam Young. Cam Young is a young, kind of
yeah,
energetic guy too.
yeah,
Um, I think that will be an electric pairing, like or a group, right? Like
yeah.
that would be that, and they're for sure going to go back and forth. It's kind of like, yo, that's low key kind of like the live rematch between Bryson and Paul Casey, and then
Yeah,
Hatton and Rom. It's just not Paul Casey.
just not Paul Casey. Yeah.
I feel
Oh
good
man!
about
All right, here we go. That's crazy. All right, he
I
says
feel good
match
about
one.
my odds.
Yeah, it said match one. Scotty Scheffler, Cantley versus Fleetwood and Oberg. Prediction: European wins. Why? Oberg and Fleetwood were stellar in real Ryder Cup 2023 foursomes, especially Oberg's elite driving and composure. Scheffler is world number one, but Cantley can be shaky under Ryder Cup pressure, which is crazy. Which is not true, but it says
Ah,
notoriously slow and wasn't as dominant in 2023. That's crazy. Chemistry wise, Fleetwood and Oberg already have a proven track record. Edge, Europe, one up or 2-1. Match two, Xander and Morikawa versus Fitzpatrick and Hovland. USA wins. Why? Xander and Morikawa are elite ball strikers
you
and
gotta be
thrive in
kidding me.
formats demanding consistency.
Calling
Hovland,
right now. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
dude. Get out of your chat GPT.
it's just crazy. But Hovland is great, but Fitzpatrick hasn't flourished historically in Ryder Cup, especially under alternate shot pressure. Xander has a strong Ryder Cup synergy with multiple partners. USA 3-2 or 2-1. Match three, JT and Sam Burns versus Lowry and McIlroy. Prediction: Europe wins. Why? JT and Sam Burns are emotional, streaky players. High ceiling, but low floors, especially in a format like foursomes. McIlroy is a Ryder Cup tested and plays well in foursomes. Lowry brings a gritty clutch presence. If JT is not in form, the pairing becomes vulnerable. This ChatGPT is probably back in 2023, man. They're not trusting the new JT
Dude,
what we see right now.
I don't know. I feel offended for Sam Burns and JT right there after you said that. There's like what like dude, Sam Burns he's so
Yeah.
he's cool, dude. He's cool. What
At least he shows the presence of being cool from an outward appearance.
Yes,
So
yes,
yeah,
yes, dude.
yeah.
Dude, Sam Burns. I'm sorry that Chat GPT said that about you.
Did you like that?
That is no, that
Yeah.
is nonsense. All right. Anyways, I'm
Match
glad that they're
four.
giving it to me though. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely in your favor right now. Match four: DeChambeau and Cam Young versus Rom and Hatton. Prediction: Europe wins again. Rom and Hatton are powerful and aggressive, and Hatton can thrive in match play. Bryson and Cam Young, ultra aggressive pairing, but foursome requires precision and rhythm, which may not suit their boom or bust style. I get that from Bryson's standpoint for sure. Chemistry is key. Rahm and Hatton have a more well-rounded dynamic, which we see just in terms of European golf. Live Golf, they're on the same team. They just did amazing at Michigan in the Live Championships. So the edge is to Europe 4-3 or 3-2. So overall, foursome score USA 1, Europe is 3. So
let's
yeah,
go,
you be up
dude.
3-1.
Luke Donald, just give me a call. Let me tell you how to do your job.
All right, so that was
Uh,
foursome. Now we can move over to
to
uh,
a
four ball
four ball.
pairing, and I'll let you actually
Go first.
go first. Yeah.
You obviously got to get everybody involved here.
Yep.
I think Justin Rose and Rasmus Hogard will be a good pairing. They may not be one. I think they'll probably be three. I'll put them at three.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna start 3-4, and then I'm gonna consult with my vice captains on 1 and 2. Um,
Yeah, I need to talk to Gary
so
Willen for me, bro.
yeah. I need to talk with Francisco Molinari or
Yeah, yeah,
who else is the Bjorn or something like that. Is I
yeah,
forget
yeah,
who they are.
yeah.
But anyways, so my rationale behind that is Justin Rose is kind of like a fairway green 2 putt kind of guy, but he can like kind of hit that switch like Bruce was talking about
Mm,
in a podcast with him. Rose can definitely hit that switch and kind of go low like he did Sunday at the Masters. So hopefully that'll make up for like if Rasmus makes a par here, hey, we can get a score with a Justin Rose like
mm-hmm.
flip the switch kind of day. But Rasmus is 42nd in bogey in sorry,
Bogey
Rasmus
avoided?
is 42nd in birdies. So
Birdies.
I'm
Okay.
just I want the guy that's like the steady Eddie paired with the guy that can score
Yeah.
is what I'm thinking. So it's like I don't care if Rasmus blows up like because he probably does. He probably doesn't have a great bogey avoidance stat.
Hmm.
But if you can make some birdies and score, hey, that's all we need because you're paired with Justin Rose, who's probably going to make a par at worst on most of these holes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Beth Page. I don't know. It's also because it's Beth Page, so who
Yeah.
knows? So yeah, that's my reasoning with Rose and Rasmus at number 3. My number 4, or I guess number 4 group would be Sepp Straka and Robert McIntyre, and it's mainly because Sepp Straka isn't great at scrambling, and Robert
Hmm.
McIntyre is. Now,
Yeah.
granted, it's not alternate shot, so like they don't have to have complementary golf, but I
Yeah.
feel like uh, again, the guy that can scramble is the guy that's going to save your pars and kind of set the floor for you. And then hopefully Sepp can kind of channel it like he did whenever he edged out Shane Lowry um, and make some birdies there. Now, I think I have to keep Fleetwood and Ludwig in. I think
Right.
that's a for sure thing.
What are they? Two?
They're going to be one. I
Okay.
think Fleetwood and Ludwig are always going to be one because you just got to keep your best players in the game.
Right.
Um, and I think they are the best pairing that I have. Because I think don't you have to stick with the same pairing?
Good question. No, Ryder Cup teams do not have to stick with the same pairing throughout the tournament. The team captain for each side has the authority to change partner combinations for each of the 4 team sessions over the first
Oh,
two
sick.
days.
Oh, sick. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, which would make sense because I say like hypothetically for me, I'm like, yo, Xander and Colin did not do well together. Let me probably put Xander with Bryson, see how that works and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So this is what I'll do. I will probably put for my number 1 just because
So
you
there are
can
two
switch them.
now. So Ludwig and Fleetwood are two.
So for number 1, I think I'm going to put Fleetwood and I'll probably put him with Victor Hovland
Okay.
just because. So Fleetwood, it doesn't bomb it off the tee. Recently, he hasn't. I feel like because he's been focusing more on accuracy.
Hmm.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking about it like it's
Yeah.
like it's foursome because like
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter. But
Yeah. It's
um,
football.
yeah. But I don't know. I think Victor Hovland can score. I feel like he showed glimpses of that at the U.S. Open.
Mm.
Um, and I think Beth Page Black kind of plays to the same difficulty as Oakmont.
Yeah.
So Victor Hovland is kind of a guy I want to keep in. And I think him and Fleetwood would play really well, and they're both super talented.
All right.
And I think so. My number 2 pick will probably I think I'm gonna break up Shane and Rory,
Okay.
and I think I'm gonna have I think I want to go Rory and Rom, just because at the very least there's like an intimidating factor of like, yo, this is Rory mother effing McIlroy and
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
mother effing Rom. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
those two
think I
guys.
think there'll be some pride issues too because Roy probably wants to beat him just because he's simply on live. So if we can keep
Dude,
using my score the whole time, it works
that's
in our
that's
favor.
that's I talked to Bruce about this when I was playing golf with him earlier today.
Hmm.
I was like, I'm a little bit nervous about putting Rory with either Rom or Hatton just because of the live beef. But I
Yeah.
like to think that they can, and this is what one of the great things about team sports is that you can put your differences aside for the common goal, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they both have the maturity to do that. Who knows with these pro athletes?
Yeah.
I feel like we all have expectations for them, and a lot of them have lived up to it. But
Yeah.
who knows? I hope Rory can put that aside and kind of be like, "Yo, Rom, you and I got to take down whoever the U.S. is putting against us." So yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah. That's a good point. And so for my 4 ball pairing, I'm gonna switch it up here. So at 1, I'm going Scotty and JJ Spawn. Just because obviously what JJ Spawn, like you just said, what he did at Oakmont, everything's in the Northeast. He plays really well in the Northeast. He did pretty solid if we want to count Maryland as Northeast-ish. Probably not, just more so just East. But JJ Spawn has shown to flourish in those type of landmarks, along with Scotty. And obviously Scotty can go play anywhere, as we've alluded to this year. Typically he didn't play good at links golf, but then he just debunked that theory. But Scotty is Scotty. We already know that is. Next, I'm going to go with Justin Thomas and Xander Schauffele. Like I said,
Okay.
JT has a win this year. Been doing pretty good with his irons. My whole thing is obviously I want him to be able to dial his punter in. Sometimes it can be wishy washy. Xander more so just because of pedigree. He hasn't had the best season as well. Typically, he has one of the best putters on tour. We didn't really see that this year. Then I want to go with Patrick Cantlay and Bryson. I was a little nervous about putting this pairing together simply because I don't know if Bryson's going to get frustrated with Cantlay's pace of play and
Really?
that affect his play. So I was kind of debatable, but again, just because I know how ice cold Cantlay can be, it's like I don't really want to sit him. So
Yeah.
decided to pair him in with Bryson. What were you gonna say?
I think I don't know. I feel like Bryson can live with it with being how analytical he is.
For sure, for sure.
But I don't know if he's like, yo, I gotta stop analyzing. I gotta shut off my mind and I just gotta hit the ball. And
Yeah,
you taking 45 minutes to read one lag putt,
yeah, yeah,
could mess with his like groove, or like he gets in and out of focus.
yeah.
I don't know if Bryson struggles with that.
But I think it's again. I think it's good to get out of focus for a little bit as you're walking to your ball. At least you don't want to mentally exhaust yourself. But I can understand if he's standing at his ball and he's just waiting. Then I think that can cause some rift, if
Yeah.
anything. Yeah,
What I mean is, like, you know how like everybody, if you like wait for the green to clear, that's when you shank it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, yeah.
yeah,
I just, if it takes him, if Cantley takes him a while, it could be like the equivalent of like icing a kicker or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And that
So
would be my fear.
like that's, I don't know. I also think Bryson is too mentally tough for that to happen,
For
but
sure, for sure.
you never know. He is super analytical, so you never know where his mind can kind of take him.
I would say what could work in my favor is, unfortunately, Bryson big hitter off the tee, as we know, but sometimes ends up in the rough or some type of weird lie. So I would hope that the slowness of Kenley gives him more time to analyze the lie and
No,
figure out
that's
from
it.
there. Right. Yeah.
Especially
Right.
at Bethpage, and of course, like Bethpage is really
Yeah.
narrow. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's
So that could be
yeah,
my
like
only hope.
yeah. Do I take it under this tree or over this tree? Yeah,
Yeah,
like that
and
kind
you're
of like
gonna have time
yeah,
to think about it if you're paired with Cantlay. So I just hope
yeah.
it wouldn't frustrate Bryson. That's the only thing. And I can say that honestly, if I pair Cantlay with anybody, hope it doesn't frustrate them. And then my last pairing would be Cam Young and Ben Griffin. Again, I'm treating Cam Young as a vet because of his familiarity at this course and because he's won
Uh-huh.
here. Granted, he's not like a vet on tour in regards to wins, accolades, notoriety. I mean, obviously he got to win the Wyndham Championship this year, but because of again home field advantage, won at that course, I'm treating him as if like he's a seasoned vet. So bringing on a newbie like Ben Griffin, even though Cam Young is a newbie, again, I'm not treating him that way. I think that it brings a certain pairing that can make Ben Griffin comfortable. Hopefully, he's not geeked up off the creatine, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with those two pairings. So again, I went with Scotty and JJ Spahn, Justin Thomas and Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay, Bryson DeChambeau, and Cam Young and Ben Griffin. So let's see if I can snag one back, man.
So I'm up 3-1.
Yeah, you're 3-1, dog. It's a
I don't
it's a
know.
wash right now.
I
I'm starting to feel like
think
freaking
the
Zach Johnson,
pain.
man.
No, I'm just a good captain, bro. That's just all it is.
I wish they would have gave that same energy to Zach Johnson. They just said he was so bad as opposed to like crediting Luke Donald for being great.
Yeah.
They said
Dude,
he
I
was
really
horrible.
don't think. I hope that people don't say that about like Keegan. I think
I don't.
if
I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
I think Europe is a really stacked team. I think
All
they're
guys who've
like
been there before too.
yes, and the guys that are like in the top are I don't know. I just feel like their top is deeper than the bottom,
Right.
especially with two live guys. Like that really helps. That really helps Europe having two live
Right.
guys.
Especially, yeah, because Live is team format, so
Yeah.
that's definitely made sense. Woo. All right, here we go. Match one again. This is four ball. Sky Scheffler and JJ Spawn versus Fleetwood and Hovland. Analysis: Scheffler is world class and consistent, but Spawn is the weak link in this format. The guy who won the U.S. Open. It's crazy. Limited to Ryder Cup experience and not known for birdie barrages. Fleetwood and Hovland is a scary pairing in four ball. Both are ball striking machines and have shown strong form in European team formats. Expect Hovland to make a lot of birdies and Fleetwood to be a steady presence. Prediction: Europe wins 2-1.
Because of
Match.
Hovland, yes. Let's go. That's messed up, dude. ChatGPT's offending Sam Burns and then
JJ
JJ
Spawn.
Spawn. Did
Yeah.
they forget what he did at the players? Oh, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. And bro,
I know.
if we even go back and look at whole 18, bro, before we even get to the playoffs, like that thing was inches away. Like if the wind wanted to blow
Yes,
just
from about
uh
winning it. Yeah,
bruh,
in
I
regulation.
know.
Oh,
Right.
dude.
But then he had to see a vet in Rory and
Well, yeah, and he
didn't go
just had
too
a
well.
bad whole 17. Yeah.
17 was
So
terrible. That win was crazy. Match two, Justin Thomas and Xander Schauffele versus Roy McIlroy and John Rahm. Analysis. This is a blockbuster matchup. All four are elite, but JT and Xander have great Ryder Cup tracks records together. Xander is an ultra consistent. JT thrives under pressure. Roy and Rahm are incredible, but pairing two alpha players, there it is. Alpha players sometimes leads to a rhythm clashing in four ball. That was my fear. Rory and Rahm.
yeah,
JT's fiery style plus Xander's consistency might just edge this prediction. U.S. wins one up.
dude, no way, no
That's what
way.
I said. I don't know if that pride and just both of them being alphas, bro. Like the only thing you can hope in that situation, I think I said this earlier, is like they're both so powerful to say I'm better than you that they're like making so many birdies, and it's like, dang, I guess we're taking his score, but it's like I just want to keep beating my partner, which works in your favor. You would
Yeah,
hope. Yeah. Match three:
dude.
Patrick Cantlay and Bryson DeChambeau versus Justin Rose and Rasmus Hogard. Analysis: Cantlay and Bryson are a strange combo. One methodical and slow, the other wild bomber. I think like you said, I think Bryson's very methodical too, but he's not. He's obviously not slow. He's not very
Yeah,
slow. Rose and Ramses is also a bit of a wild card pairing, experiencing mix with youth. If Bryson is making putts and driving well, this team is dangerous in four ball. Ramses is talented but inexperienced. Rose can't carry the load like his old self. Prediction: USA wins 3-2.
dude,
Yeah,
shouldn't have
and
put
then
that
the
squad out there.
and then the last
Rose or Hatton or something.
yeah. I mean, but now we know. Because like they do it both Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday it's just singles, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hindsight's
So
2020. After the match, I'm like, ah, I shouldn't have put it
yeah,
out
yeah, I
there.
should have done that. Yeah, exactly. In the fourth match is Cam Young and Ben Griffin versus Sepp Straka and Robert McIntyre. Straka and McIntyre are underrated Ryder Cup performers. Both bring a grit and can post low rounds. Cam Young is explosive but inconsistent. Ben Griffin has limited experience. Sepp is a four-ball beast capable of going on birdie runs. McIntyre has proven clutch and Ryder Cup pressure. Predictions: Europe wins 2-1. So final tally, it will be 2-2 for the win for USA, JT and Xander, and Kenley and Bryson, and for the European team, Fleetwood and Hovland, and Sepp Straka and McIntyre. So 2-2, and now overall it's 5-3. You know what's crazy? They haven't did any halves.
I
No
know.
one's.
I feel like there. I think there would be
There will be a
halves. Like
push. There will be a push somewhere.
there's gonna be a few pushes. Like, uh, I think I think the JT and Burns, dude, because they they
They did.
overlook Sam
They
Burns
disrespected
and
JJ
JJ
Spawn too.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so bad. That's so bad. Those two guys are actually legitimate freaking dogs, dude.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. 100%.
And I'm Team Europe, dude. I'm supposed to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. 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 But it's
Yeah.
almost like you just won a game, but like dang, you feel bad how they talked about. 'Em, like dang, they didn't have to do them like that. Like it's like, for instance, I was a diehard Cowboys fan growing up. I love Tony Romo still to this day, and I think it was in 2012. The Broncos played the Cowboys at Dallas, and Romo threw for like 506 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 pick. And the Broncos beat the Cowboys 51-49. And it's almost like everyone's like, Romo this, Romo that. I'm just like, dog, the defense let up 51 points. And I can only imagine Peyton Manning's probably like, I'm happy we won, but like, dang, they're bashing Romo like that. And I think that's the scenario you're kind of
Yeah.
trying to say, like, dang, I know we won, but like, you gonna just bring down JJ Spawn and Sam Burns like that? Y'all tripping, dog.
I
So
know.
I
It's like
get it.
bashing Tony Romo, like after
Yeah,
he
yeah,
throws
that's
for
what I'm saying.
500
Like,
yards.
he just
Like,
threw for 506 and 5 touchdowns, set a franchise record. But we're mad at the one mistake he made, but the defense gave up 51 points.
yeah, and it's like if you throw a pick, it's like, dude, if you throw a ball enough, you're gonna throw a pick. Like
Yeah,
especially like
it was in
when,
the clutch talks. I remember.
yeah, like if, I was gonna say
I'm
like,
such a fan, bro. I think I forgot to do. I think it was is it Danny Trevathan played for Denver, and they showed double A gap like mug blitz, and they bailed out, and Romo thought the blitz was coming, so he tried to throw hot, and Dane Trevathan backed up
Oh,
and
bailed
caught the
right into
pick.
the
Yeah, bro, and
right
I
into where he
was
threw it.
yeah. So that hurt me a lot, man. But that's besides the point. So right now, if we look at Friday in itself, guys, Europe is up 5-3. So Saturday, same format. Me and Nate might have to make some adjustments, see what we like. Nate might like what he has. I might like what I have. We might keep the same pairing, and then we put it in again. And then Sunday is singles match play. So I got some work to do, being down 2 points right now.
I feel like one of the most demoralizing things is like when ChatGPT is all like, "What a weird pairing."
What the? That's the dumbest decision I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, chat.
Dang,
What's
dude, that
up, bro?
hurts. That I'm gonna do.
You know what I'm struggling with is because if I was Keegan, I would never pick Colin, so it's hard for me to play him at times. But I
Dude,
just,
that
yeah,
that is a weird like little conundrum because it's like, and it's
yeah,
also like when I see ChatGPT like be like, well, calling this, calling that, I'm like, if there's someone they're gonna take a dig at, I'm like, no offense, but if
yeah.
it's Colin, it's kind of justified based off how he's performed recently, you know. Foursomes. So day two, first group to start day two would be John Rahm and Terrell Hatton, just
Okay,
because
smart.
they've they've won together doing oh shoot they did four ball, but they've won together on U.S. turf against shoot Paul Casey isn't an American,
Yeah, but they still won on
but
U.S.
they
turf.
but they won a U.S. turf against an American against
Yeah,
Bryson. So let's go. Um, and I'm sure they won't mind taking each like the other guy's drives because John Rahm
yeah.
freaking
Right,
rips it.
right.
I wrote the next one as if it was four ball,
Okay.
but it's gonna be. I th- like I don't want Rory and Shane Lowry again. Like you know, as the captain, I would pull Rory aside and be like, "Yo, would you be okay with being paired with somebody else?" Um,
And Roy's gonna say no. I have no other
Rory,
friends.
yeah. So I would probably put Rory with someone like maybe a Sepp Straka
Yeah.
or something. So I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Rory might hate Sepp Straka for beating his only friend in a contentious uh, signature event.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Rory and Sepp, and then my third is gonna be Fleetwood and Hogard. That I'm kind of worried about that one. I've got no, they're good. They're good. They're gonna be fine.
Captain doesn't even believe in his
Fleetwood's
picks.
Fleetwood's so good. Fleetwood's so good. Hogard's gonna be fine. And then I'm gonna have Hovland and McIntyre just because McIntyre can putt really well, and
Right.
that's kind of the one thing that Hovland lacks. So, uh, so yeah,
Those are your
that'll
four
be.
for foursome.
Let's go. Yeah.
All right. Well, mine, I'm gonna get Harris English into it, man. I'm gonna pair him and Bryson DeChambeau together. I think this is a good
Oh,
pairing. I think that definitely does. It helps with the unfortunate pairing that I put with Cantlay, even though they won with Bryson. But that gives Bryson a little bit more, I guess, juice to know he doesn't have to wait that long to hit his next shot. Doesn't have to
oh,
overthink anything. He can be analytical and go. And Harris English
dude,
is the number 6 guy on the FedEx Cup, so I
dude,
like Harris English.
that. If you go Harris and Bryson versus Rom and Han, that's so similar to that rematch because like
Yeah,
Harris English is probably closer to Paul Casey
Casey,
um
anything, yeah.
than Patrick Cantley is. So
And Paul
that's
Casey
a
has like 15 professional wins too. I think like I said, I think he has a whole bunch of European. And he might have
dude.
like 3 or 4 on the PGA.
Dude, Paul Casey was really good in the
Yeah,
2000s. ASU
right.
grad, like the
Yeah,
the golf, the junior golfers in the valley knew who Paul
they know
Casey
who Paul
was.
Casey is.
Yeah,
That's funny. I'm a pair Scotty with his best friend Sam Burns. So I think Christ is definitely going to be indwelling in this pairing right here.
God's on their
Uh,
side, so they're gonna win that one.
there we go. So obviously, I've said enough about Scotty being number one. Sam Burns dynamic putting. I think that's going to flourish and force him here. And then third, because they were one of my only wins together as a group in the last foursome, I'm gonna keep on with Colin and Xander. If it's not broke, don't need to fix it. Let them two continue to ride it out. And then last, I'm gonna get my guy Russell Henley into the play and put Cam Young down. So I'm gonna sit down Patrick Cantlay right now. And I'm gonna sit down JJ Spun for a little bit. and see if this foursome can help me close the gap on this 5-3 situation I got going here.
Okay. Sorry, what was? Did you put Colin in?
Yeah, yeah. I put Colin in with Xander because they won my last foursome when they're paired
Oh,
together.
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Run the numbers. Let's see what
Run the
happens.
numbers. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So we're on Saturday, about to do our second foursome. So again, the matchups are Ramen Hatton versus Harry English and Bryson DeChambeau, Rory and Sepp versus Scotty and Sam Burns, Fleetwood and Ramses versus Colin and Xander, and then Hovland and McIntyre versus Cam Young and Russell Henley. All right, here we go. Match one. Again, Rom Haddon versus Harris English and Bryson DeChambeau. Rom and Haddon are an emotional fire team and both are top tier ball strikers with prior success in foursome. Bryson and Harris English were paired in 2021, whistling straights, but Bryson's game doesn't suit foursome well, too aggressive and not as controlled. It's a new Bryson, man. It's stuck in the past. Harris is steady hand, but can't clean up Bryson's volatility and consistency. Prediction: Europe wins 3-2. Gosh, I thought that was a good pick I had,
I
but I
could
think
kind
it's
of
hard to
see
beat.
that though.
I think it's hard to beat Rom and Hatton together.
Yeah, and I could see that. Like if Bryson's hitting the rough, like because I think Harris English is pretty accurate off the tee, so it's like
Yeah,
he might be. It might be more novel to him. Like, what is this rough stuff? You know, like whereas like Bryson is probably more used to hacking it out of the rough. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. It's true. Let's go. Rory and Sepp Straka versus Scotty and Sam Burns. Rory and Sepp is a strong pairing. Both drive the ball well and are dependable tee to green. Scotty and Burns struggle heavily into. I hate that it's depicting off 2023 because they did struggle together, but it's like, give me something now, chat. Scotty and Burns struggled heavily in 2023 in the Ryder Cup foursomes. Remember that 9-7 loss to Hovland and Oberg. Yes, unless they've learned from that disaster, they're vulnerable here too. Prediction: Europe wins 2-1. Oh man, Fleetwood and Ramses Hogarth versus Colin Morikawa and Xander. This was a coin flip. Fleetwood is a great alternate shot partner, but Ramses is untested in this format. Meanwhile, Colin and Xander are elite in foursomes, calm, precise, and experienced. Ball striking duo with high floor. Prediction: USA wins 3-2. I needed
This
that
is
bad.
so. I
I
feel
need
like this
that
is
bad.
weird, dude. Because have you seen him lately?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to throw shade. It's like, because like they are right. Colin, it was unbelievable accuracy and
Yeah,
control around the greens. It's just we're not seeing
lately.
that lately.
We're not seeing that lately.
Um,
Yeah.
and I
Last
do feel
match
like
four,
right.
Hovland and McIntyre versus Cam Young and Russell Henley. Hovland and McIntyre are a sneaky good pairing. Hovland is the MVP of Europe's 2023 team, and Bob thrives in pressure. Cam Young is wild off the tee, and Henley is consistent, but they are lack of forceful chemistry and international experience. If Cam hits fairways, they can compete, but that's a big if. Prediction: Europe wins 2-up. Dang. So
Dude,
three
throwing
one.
shade again, dude. What
Yeah.
the
3-1. Let me ask this is at Beth Page, right?
heck? Yeah, you should ask ChatGPT if they
Only
know what's
said that
going on.
because it said, but they lack foursome chemistry and international experience. That's why.
Oh yeah, and it's in local. It's like literally Cam Young's backyard.
Oh wait, okay. Here we go. All right. So it says, Best Page Black. Now that changes the dynamic significantly. Thanks for the contacts. So it's recalibrating here. So we're gonna start over.
What? It's gonna go all
We'll
over.
see. So, guys, they thought we were in international land. We're not. And ChatGPT is supposed to be this new hot thing, but I don't even know where the Ryder Cup is, which is crazy.
Yeah, they keep going off 2023 too. Like, dude, the shade that they're throwing at Sam Burns and JJ Spawn is.
It's
I feel
crazy.
so bad for them, and I'm picking for Team Europe. That's crazy. I just like the shade against Hogard is a little bit justified,
Yeah.
because he is a little bit inexperienced. But
He
I
just
think,
switched spots with his brother. Last time
yeah,
it was
but
his
like
brother, now it's him.
they're both like, I thought they were close to like Ludwig kind of talent. Like they were
Yeah.
both amazing ball strikers.
Right.
Yeah, the shade is crazy, dude.
All right. So
It's got to be
now,
way closer. But I'm
right.
just
So
saying,
now
just going.
reanalyzing everything, which I don't know if that skews our first day one, but for
I
the
know.
sake of whatever, I'll just leave it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ramen Haddon versus Harris English and Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson at Bethpage is a factor. High length becomes a true weapon here, especially in alternate shot. Harris English is steady and accurate, good balance for Bryson, boomer bust. Rom and Haddon are still strong combo, but Haddon could be routed by the New York crowd. Bryson may actually thrive in this hostile, adrenaline-fueled atmosphere. USA wins 2-1.
Get out of town. No way.
Match 2, Rory and Sepp versus Scotty and Sam Burns. This is a tailor-made for Scotty Scheffler. Elite tee to green game. Doesn't flinch in tough setup. Sam Burns remains reliable on tight tracks, especially in alternate shot. Sepp Straka is a great fit for Bethpage, accurate and long, and Rory could feed off the crowd's energy. That being said, this is much closer than before. Half match, finally.
Okay. Okay. I can concede that. All right. So day 2, U.S. comes out hot. All
Yeah, there
right.
we go. Yeah.
Win the first match. Push the second one.
Yes. Match 3, Fleetwood and Ramses versus Morikawa and Xander. No change here. Bethpage is perfect setting for Colin and Xander. Elite iron play, composed under pressure, and experience on U.S. soil. Ramses will be overwhelmed by the moment on the course. Sheesh. USA
Get
wins
out of
three and
town,
two.
dude.
3-2. Yeah, here we go.
Get
Hot.
out of town.
Yeah. Match 4, Hovland and McIntyre versus Cam Young and Russell Henley. Cam Young is a New York native, grew up nearby. He'll thrive with the crowd and Bethpage, massive edge. Henley is precise, iron player, perfect for foursome cleanup. Hovland short game is vulnerable on Bethpage, tight lies and bunkers. McIntyre could be rattled in this environment. Revised prediction: USA wins 2-1. So
Get out of here.
we're
So
up
they
three and a
win
half to half.
everything.
That yeah, 0.5 to 3.5.
All right.
Wow.
All
So
right.
it's 6.5 to 5.5 America.
All right.
And
All
we
right.
and
All
we
right.
still got four ball.
I got to do a little locker room speech for my
Yeah.
boys here in a second. You guys just got wiped. You guys only got half a point, and the U.S. just got 3.5 points.
Good job,
I'm
guys.
gonna
Good
go
job. Way to
full.
bounce back from a bad Friday.
I'm gonna go full Ray Lewis and Tim Tebow on my team right
There
now.
we go.
Um.
Well, I guess I'll pick first as you did the first time for four
Oh
ball.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
So my four ball team, I'm gonna keep the pairing: Scotty, Scheffler, Sam Burns. Keep them together. Again, best friend. The Holy Spirit is indwelling in both of them. Next, I'm gonna go with JT and Xander. JT's been a really good scorer. Again, we talked about how the numerous times he's either tied a course record or broken a course record. And I think he is perfect for football in this scenario. Next, I'm going to go with Bryson DeChambeau and Russell Henley. Russell Henley, like we've seen all year, too, he's been top 10, top 5. Been doing amazing. I think he's top 10 in scoring average. It's been steady all year. And then we're going to go with Colin and Harris English. Colin, based on ChatGPT, has been playing pretty solid in the Ryder Cup thus far.
Dude.
There's no reason to pull Colin, even though like he hasn't done that well this season. Maybe he did something at the Pro Tour, which gave him his confidence because he's doing really well in the Ryder Cup right now. So again, I'm going with Colin and Harris English.
Who do they just throw shade to? Rasmus.
Rams,
All
they've
right.
been
So,
killing Rasmus and all of them talking about his youth.
all right. All right. So he's sitting the bench on this one. Thank God, because I didn't pick him in football. So what I got so I'll say this. First, number one is going to be Rory and Justin Rose.
A little Masters revisit.
A little Masters revisit, and like Rory can go low, but then again, at the Masters, he made a couple doubles and hit it in the water and that kind of stuff. And Justin Rose can kind of hopefully offset that. Number two,
And did incredible with the BMW to take down American JJ Spawn too. I
yeah,
don't have
yeah,
JJ Spawn
exactly,
playing, but yeah.
dude. And like they were making putts, on that playoff, you know.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right, number two is going to be Matty Ice and John Rahm.
Wow, splitting up the live pairing.
Matty Ice has won out there though. I'm like, dude, give him some credit, ChatGPT. Give my boy some credit. All right, and man, I can't believe ChatGPT threw some shade at Victor, but
Hey, short game isn't. It isn't.
I know, but he's not that bad off tight lot. Man,
Yeah.
dude, it like hurts me to hear so like how they like criticize golfers.
That's funny.
Um, thank God I'm not on the PGA just for that.
Yeah, you just don't
Just
chat
kidding.
GPT your name.
Just kidding. I would be
Love to
okay
be on
if
the PGA.
ChatGPT says
Yeah,
says I suck and I'm on the PGA.
right.
All right. So my last pairing is gonna be Victor Hovland and Shane Lowry because Shane Lowry is 36th in bogey avoidance, and Victor is gonna be the guy to go get it and go
Yeah,
score. Granted, we all know Shane can score, but
right.
like that pairing is Victor, this is your role. Shane, this is your role. But you guys both go play golf and go low. Both go
Yeah,
low.
Dolo. Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Is that
I don't
three
know
or
if my
four?
that's my fourth. Yeah. So I
You got
had
Rory and Justin, Matt and John Rahm, Victor Hovland, Shane Lowry, and then
oh dude, sorry.
yeah.
Terrell Hatton and Sep Straka.
There you go.
Dude, my bad. I
You good? All right. So for our last Saturday four ball scenario in the afternoon, we got Rory and Justin Rose versus Scotty and Sam Burns, Matt Fitzpatrick and John Rahm versus Justin Thomas and Xander Schauffele, Victor Hovland and Shane Lowry versus Bryson DeChambeau and Russell Henley, then Tyrell Hatton and Seb Straka versus Colin and Harris English. We're up one whole point right now.
I think I like my odds. I don't know.
We'll see, man. I hope it comes down to singles. Here you go. Match one. Rory McIlroy and Justin Rose versus Scotty and Sam Burns. Rory has the firepower to dominate at Bethpage, and Rose's experience makes him a steady support. Scotty is world number one, T the Green Machine, but Burns is streaky, especially if he had to putt under pressure. And we seen that RBC Canadian.
We had the same criticism. So
Yeah, we did. We did. I would no pushback, no pushback, no pushback.
yeah.
Four ball favorite birdie makers, and Rory is capable of going nuclear. The crowd could spread Rory into a beast mode despite being the villain. Prediction: Europe up one. Match two. I think it's kind of crazy. A lot of my Scotty pairings have not been winning, which is crazy.
Dude, you know what? Like low key, if Rory, and that's like if I was captain and saw Scotty, I would want Rory to be like, "Hey, you go." It's just kind of like, "Oh,
But
we
I don't think you
see
can switch
Megatron."
once it's picked though. Once it's picked, it's like
Yeah. You can't. You just
yeah.
hope that like, all right,
Your player,
like,
yeah.
well, it's like if you see Megatron, you want Revis, hey, go get him.
Go follow him.
Like,
Yeah,
and that's kind of like, hopefully, if you're Luke Donald, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
And you see Scotty walk up, you're like, please be paired with Rory, because it's like,
yeah,
especially in the four ball, it's like, yo, just
yeah.
neutralize Rory or just
Or do you
neutralize
put or
Scotty.
do you put your fifth round pick on Megatron? It's like, oh dang it.
Yeah, or just go like, hey, you're on the punt team and you have the two guys being the gunner.
Yeah, exactly. Match two is Matt Fitzpatrick and John Rahm versus Justin Thomas and Xander Schauffele. Rahm is a beast at Bethpage, power control, and emotion to match the moment. Fitzpatrick has proved his four-ball game. U.S. Open winner at Brookline, handles big setups now. JT and Xander are proven Ryder Cup team, high energy, both capable of big birdie streaks. That said, Rahm's ceiling is highest, and he can carry the team in four-ball. Europe wins again. 2-1. That is crazy.
Let's go. Dude, that's my halftime speech, dude.
That's so
These
crazy.
players are fired up for me. Let's go.
We need to lock in. Hovland and Shane Lowry versus Bryson DeChambeau and Russell Henley. Bryson at Bethpage and four ball is terrifying. Full send off the tee, trying to drive par fours. Henley is calm, short game guy, perfect to clean up behind Bryson's aggression. Hovland has the game for this course, but Lowry can't match the explosiveness needed in this format. If Bryson gets hot, the match could be overplayed. Prediction USA 4-3. I needed that, bro. That was gonna be bad.
Fair enough.
And then
Fair
match four, Haddon and Seb Straka versus Colin Morikawa and Harris English. Haddon and Straka are both sneaky good in four ball. Seb and has Ryder Cup grit. Haddon is streaky but can go low. Colin and Harris are precision guys, and Bethpage may be a bit long for Harris to be effective in a birdie fest. Colin alone may not be enough to overwhelm Haddon and Straka unless he goes very low. Prediction: Europe up, wins 2 up. So right now you guys won 3-1.
Let's go, dude. Way to turn around after half, dude.
So eight and a
It's that
half.
halftime speech.
8.5 to 7.5. And now we're stuck to single pairings now.
Yes, dude. It's because Captain Nate went full Tim Tebow at halftime. 30 minutes for the rest of your lives. 30
Yeah.
minutes for the rest of your lives.
Day 2, USA 4.5, Europe 3.5 in its total. So that was a good way to close it out. So right now, going into singles, again, 8.5 for Europe, 7.5 for US. First to 14. And audience, again, like, subscribe, rate us on Spotify. If there's a tie, the cup stays with Europe. So we don't have time for ties. We don't have time for ties.
All right. So we picked the lineup, right?
We pick the lineup. You pick 12. You pick the order that you want, and you go from there.
This is low key like I'm ranking them, but if
Yeah.
anything, if I was gonna tell someone like it's because I want my good players at the end so like I can
Right.
get a few. But I'm literally just gonna rank them as who's the best in my mind.
Okay.
This is tough though. This is kind of tough.
This is. And you want to make sure you don't squander this 1 point lead either.
It's tough. Like it's just like, how do you define who's the best? Like who has the highest ceiling? Who has the highest floor? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
because
always
some guy
say
might have a
tape
high.
don't lie. Tape don't lie.
Well, some guy
But
might have a high ceiling,
yeah.
but also have a lower floor. So it's like where you know what I'm saying. So it's how do you rank some of these guys?
So
If you were to ask,
let's go back and forth. Let's not name it all 12 at once.
okay, but
Yeah.
like you're. We're not gonna name it all at once, but you're 12. You should ask Loki before we do this. You should ask ChatGPT, what's the strategy here? Do you put your best guys up,
So, you know
or
what's funny? I listen to Bible Caddy a lot. Shout out to Bible Caddy. And I think they said you really want your best players to be at like 6 to 8. I think they
really?
said that.
Okay.
I think they said that. That's the strategy I was going to go with.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just remember hearing them say that. So then when we were doing this, I'm like, I have to make sure I do this against Nate.
So like in college, we always just like our best guy is gonna go one.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, like but in high school, I the first tournament I played number three,
Uh huh.
and I got second, um, and I did the best on the team. And then my coach is like, "Do you want to go to number one?" And I was all like, "Hey, I did really well at three. Just keep me at three."
Yeah.
So then all year I played at number three, and I had the best. Like I was awarded team MVP,
Nice.
and
'Cause you're
I
better than
was
Aaron.
I am better than Aaron. In high school, I had a way better high school career than my brother did. He had a better junior career, but I had a better high school career.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I always went number three because I'm like, dude, I played well at three my first tournament. Just keep me here. And then my senior year, I played number three the whole time too.
Right.
But anyways, all right, let's do it. I'm actually curious to see your strategy and how it would match up against mine.
All right, guys. So on Sunday, it is singles, pairing, match play. And right now, as I am the USA team, I'm down 1 point to Nate, who's the European team, 8.5 to 7.5. So I need the USA to close out and do something magnificent here. So to start off my one, I'm gonna go with Justin Thomas.
I have Rory going number one, so
Okay. So you're
it's
going with your college route, what they say in college.
yeah. What they say in college is your best player goes first, but towards the end when it's kind of like
Crunch time.
where they're more even, like in the middle to the end, it's like, all right, I'm just gonna hope for a favorable matchup, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, but that's my
Yeah.
strategy. So Rory versus JT.
JT. Again, if anything, just me speaking about Justin Thomas, and again the totality of his season, I'm hoping this is the Sunday where he has one of those record breaking days where he just super birdie fest, super eagle fest, and Roy's just like super flustered. That's my hope. And like I said, Justin Thomas, excuse me, has done it multiple times this year, so one can be hopeful. But who's your number two pick?
Number two is Tommy Fleetwood.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Xander Schauffele. Granted, in FedEx Cup points, he wasn't that amazing, but he's still technically world number three. And I'm gonna hope we see glimpses of that on Sunday. Throughout our hypothetical Ryder Cup weekend, he played some pretty solid golf. Hoping it transitions to the single match play here.
Okay. And my number three pick is John Rahm, or my number three order
Yeah,
player.
that's gonna be intimidating because I have JJ Spawn, and obviously ChatGPT didn't do JJ Spawn too well, but again, JJ Spawn, U.S. Open, TPC, my blank TPC,
Sawgrass.
Sawgrass, freaking what he did at the BMW in Maryland, plays really
Yeah,
good in the
dude.
Northeast. Rom, you are used to live golf and desert golf, going to
Yeah,
ASU, so hoping JJ Spawn can live to the ranks of
dude.
being paired off against you.
Low key, haters gonna hate, and I think if we learn anything tonight, we learned that ChatGPT is the number one play a hater, and the Chappelle Show play a haters ball, dude.
Yeah,
That's
there we go.
all right. My number
Uh,
four player to go is
yeah.
gonna be Terrell Hatton. Sorry, were you gonna say something?
No. I like. Yeah, I was waiting for you. Tyrell Hatton. I like that pick against Patrick Cantlay. I think Cantlay is going to purposely play 4 minute football and play slow to aggravate Tyrell Hatton, and we know he's a loose cannon, and I think that affects his game big time. So I'm so happy that matchup won. I think this weekend Kelly didn't have the best for me in terms of the ChatGPT scenario, but I think he can pull out a clutch one for us if he could just get Tyrell Hatton just to get super mad. I think it's possible.
Okay.
My fifth, I got Sam Burns. Who you have?
Ooh, I have Robert McIntyre.
Okay, so put good putters.
I think that'll be. I think that'll be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, very.
Um, it's. I don't want to say it's kind of like a rematch of the U.S. Open, but they were both kind of right
Oh,
there
yeah, they
in the
were. They
U.S.
were.
Open.
Yeah.
But granted, I think Sam Burns
Until
fell out sooner than
because of what happened on
McIntyre.
hole 16 with the water.
Yeah, with the water. But McIntyre
Yeah,
was climbing while Sam Burns was kind of going down.
dropping. So
But
they just crossed each other's path at some point.
yeah.
All right.
All
So
right, number
again, like I
six.
said, on Bible Caddy, if I heard correctly, they said you want to put your strongest players at 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
So you can say who you had at 6.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, my 6, 7, 8 ain't bad. And I feel like I somehow might have got a little bit lucky because I decided to put these three dudes there. Granted,
Okay.
if you're gonna put your best player at number six, I'm probably screwed because I'm gonna put Justin Rose at number six.
Okay. I didn't put him there. I put Colin Morikawa there. Now, again, I'm trying to do my best
Ooh.
based off what Colin's weekend was on ChatGPT, which was pretty solid. So it's
Okay.
like, all right, Colin, you're the hottest right now, one of them. Let's put you at 6. Now, obviously, in real life, we know Colin hasn't been that hot. We're hoping he does well at the Pro Core, he gains confidence. But on our scenario, I'm putting Colin there.
Yeah, we're hoping Colin gets hot at the Ryder Cup for sure. But
Yeah,
I do think like if it was today,
yeah.
that would be close. I think Justin Rose would win
He probably would pull it
because
out. He probably would.
based off of the season that Justin Rose is having versus Colin, like
Yeah.
anyways, who knows? Justin ChatGPT might be a hater. Um, all right, so I'm still nervous because I haven't heard Scotty's name go yet. So I know Scotty's
Okay.
still warming up.
Yeah.
While I send off number seven is gonna be my boy Victor Hovland.
And no worry for Victor yet because I got Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh
Uh,
man. Oh
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah. I think and all these guys are professionals. They know how it feels for a crowd to follow them. They've all been on the top of
Oh
their
yeah.
games. But a New York crowd with Bryson, who feeds off the energy of the crowd, is could possibly be intimidating for Victor. Maybe not, because I want to see how Victor plays when he has to be a crowd silencer as opposed to a crowd. I don't know what I would say opposite of that, but because they were playing in Europe, Victor was like, yeah, and like the
Yeah,
hypeness of the
yeah, yeah.
crowd got him
He's
going, and
playing
he had
away. Yeah.
yeah.
He's the
I
away
want to
team
see how
versus
he
the
does
home
on the
team.
road. Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes. I
yeah.
want to see
Like
if he
for
can be a
sure.
crowd silencer. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Like, cause Victor is not gonna. No one's gonna be rooting for him. Like people
yeah.
like him in the U.S.,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
when
yeah.
it's
This is
Ryder
just
Cup,
simply
they
sport. Yeah,
yeah, when it's Ryder Cup, they will not be rooting for Victor. And I obviously the professionals like they're like Victor thinks he can take any one of these guys. You know, even if it was
for sure.
Scotty,
Right,
uh he would still play his best and give him a give him a run. But
right.
oh, that's tough, man. All right,
Now I will
number.
say when I heard this on Bible Caddy, I don't know when they say your best players are at 6 to 8. I don't know if that means put your best at 6 or you put them at 8. But I'm gonna assume it's 8, and obviously I put the homie Scotty Scheffler there.
Okay. Well, this is just an L. Because I got Ludwig Oberg there.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Um, but Ludwig did beat him at the Genesis, right? I think it was the Genesis whenever he won.
Yeah, he was coming off his
But no, he was coming
pasta
off his
incident,
pasta.
ravioli incident. Yeah.
Uh, so, all right, all right, all right.
At
So
9,
a
I got
comeback.
Russell Henley.
Oh, I got Shane Lowry. That'll be an
That should be
interesting
solid.
matchup.
That'll be yeah. It will. It will. I
I'm
like
actually
that one.
curious to see what ChatGPT says about that. Okay,
All
so
right.
let's go. I'll go number 10. Number 10, I got the other Sixon player, Sepp Straka. Um,
And I got Harris English.
that actually is a good matchup too,
Yes. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
um, that'll be interesting to see.
Now let
I
me.
don't
I'm gonna
know. I
try to
feel like
guess. I'm gonna try to guess. Oh, this last one should be a good one too, because your last one was Ramses Hogarth, right?
I got 11. I have number 11 right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm at 11. Yeah. Okay. Who is
Uh,
11 gonna be?
Matty Ice.
Matty Ice. Okay. And I got Ben Griffin.
Dang, dude, that's a tough one, dude. Because Ben Griffin's won twice this year.
Yeah. So your
Matty
last
Ice.
one is Ramses Hogarth.
Yeah.
Now I will say
Who have you not picked? I don't even know.
the New York kid, man. I want him to be the
Cam
last one
Young.
walking down there, bro. New York on his back, man. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I did that more for full swing value for Netflix. You want the
Hey,
last guy to be Cam Young, the New York kid,
dude,
and I think he's well capable of beating Ramses Hogarth as well.
that's not a bad. Yeah, that's not a bad last pick. I think Cam Young's had a better year than Ramses Hogarth. So
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah. So guys, again, we just want to review our matchups, and then I'll press enter. So again, we got Justin from number 1, Justin Thomas versus Rory McIlroy. 2 is Xander Schauffele versus Tommy Fleetwood. 3 is JJ Spawn versus John Rahm. 4 is Patrick Cantlay versus Tyrell Hatton. 5 is Sam Burns versus Robert McIntyre. 6 is Colin Morikawa versus Justin Rose. 7 is Bryson DeChambeau versus Victor Hovland. 8 is Scotty versus Ludwig Oberg. 9 is Russell Henley versus Shane Lowry. 10 is Harris English versus Sepp Straka. 11 is Ben Griffin versus Matt Fitzpatrick. And 12 is Cam Young versus Ramses Hogarth. And let's see what ChatGPT does. And again, guys, remember I'm down 1 point, 7.5 to 8.5. And first to 14 wins. And if it's a tie, the cup stays with Europe. So obviously we're trying to take this thing back home. Justin Thomas versus Rory McIlroy. Analysis. JT thrives on emotion and crowd energy in New York, loves a showman, but Rory is playing elite golf and has Ryder Cup scars to redeem. Prediction, Europe wins. Next, Xander Schauffele versus Tommy Fleetwood. Xander is reliable, but Fleetwood is a match play killer and thrives in Sunday singles. Xander may be steadier tee to green, but Tommy rides emotion well. Predictions, Europe wins.
so I have 10. I have 10 right now.
Uh, 10.5, yeah.
10 and a half. God,
Yeah.
four more.
JJ Spawn versus John Rahm. Analysis. This isn't close. Spawn lacks big stage experience. Rahm feasts in those
What?
moments. Prediction: Europe wins 5-4. Ah, here
What?
we go. Pat.
5-4?
Well,
My
yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for JJ, dude.
I know, total domination, bro. It's disgusting. Patrick Cantlay versus Tyrell Hatton. Analysis: two emotional opposites. Cantlay is calm but can be too flat in singles. Hatton is volatile, but if he channels that, he's dangerous. Prediction though: USA. I needed that. Cantlay methodically wears Hatton down with fairways and greens. Sam Burns versus Robin McIntyre. Burns has power, but cracks under Ryder Cup pressure. Bobby Mack has
Dude,
nerves of steel and 1 in 23 Sunday singles. Prediction: Europe 3-2. McIntyre grinds out
Europe's
a
well.
gritty win with clutch putting. Colin Morikawa versus Justin Rose. Rose is experienced but aging. Colin's ball striking and poise make him tough to beat on a demanding course. Prediction: USA wins 2-1. Rose hangs in, but Colin precision wears him down.
Dude,
Bryce,
ChatGPT love Colin.
they do.
They love Colin.
Bryson DeChambeau versus Victor Hovland. Match of the day. Bryson's power versus Victor all around elite game. On Bethpage, long setup. Bryson gets opportunities, but Hovland is just too solid right now. Prediction: Europe wins 1-up.
What? They have
Yeah,
Victor beating Bryson?
which is crazy, dog. Which is so
Yes, let's
crazy.
go,
That's
dude.
so crazy. Scotty and Ludwig. There's no point in really even reading this out, but I still will. War number one versus the new golden boy Ludwig, fearless along off the tee, but Scotty ball striking is the most consistent in the world. Prediction: US 3-2. Ludwig fights, but Scotty is too polished. Dang. Russell Henley versus Shane Lowry. Henley is consistent but lacks firepower. Lowry has Ryder Cup pedigree and thrives in gritty conditions. Prediction: Europe wins 2-up. Lowry
Oh,
stays
that's it.
steady and wins with a short game brilliance.
And that's the game.
Dang. Yeah, Harris English versus Sepp Straka. Straka has the edge in power and mentality. English is solid, but not a game changer in singles. Prediction: Europe wins 2-1. Sepp rides Ryder Cup
Dang.
energy and wins 16-17. Ben Griffin versus Matt Fitzpatrick. Dag. Fitz has shaken off the Ryder Cup nerves. Griffin hasn't played under pressure like this before. Prediction: Europe wins 4-3. Fitzpatrick plays clean, precise golf. Griffin can't keep up. Cam Young versus Ramses Hogard. Cam Young is playing in his home state, has tons of power, and loves fast conditions. Ramses is talented but unproven under this kind of pressure. Prediction: USA wins 2-up. Cam rides the crowd in big drives. And again, in total single scores, Europe 8 points, USA 4 points. It's curtains. Dang it. So 11 and a half to 16 and a half, but it's first to 14. So there it is, guys. So if you're trying to figure, well, now granted, I don't know if my pairings, uh, I guess the analysis of my pairings, maybe I didn't do a good job pairing up, you know, complimentary people to one another when it came to foursomes,
Dude,
because that's what hurt me. We came back clutch the next day with a big swing with point 0.5 to 3.5. I let you get back into it with the second day and four ball, and that's what kind of made it close going into the singles match.
momentum
And
thing. Yeah. It's a
yeah,
momentum
bro,
thing. No, I think, dude, I
it said we only won 4 matches, bro. Kenley and Hatton, Morikawa and Rose, Scotty and Oberg, and then Cam Young and Ramses. Everything else was just Europe to the core.
dude, the, I think ChatGPT, and I'm Team Europe. I
Yeah,
think they're overlooking Sam Burns. They're for sure. They're like JJ doesn't do well in big moments. Like, dude, he had two playoffs this year. Like,
yeah,
he's got experience and he played well in the playoffs. It's not like it's not like he like shrunk in those moments.
yeah,
And it's like who's the guy? Like, I think Grazeman beat him, and it was like he hits it in the trees and then hits it over the green, and then
yeah,
like it's a double and loses the playoff hole.
yeah.
Like JJ didn't do that. He hit down the middle and then hit
Yeah,
it to
he
10 feet.
kept himself in the match the whole time. It wasn't like, oh,
Yeah,
he wasted our time in this playoff. Like,
yeah.
it's
Like
like, dang,
he had a strong playoff performance, and dude, they're hating on JJ Spawn and Sam Burns, dude.
it's
Like
Sam
uh,
Burns, bro. They're
the
they're
Sam
they're,
Burns,
they're holding him to what he did in 2023. Like, ChatGPT just won't let it go.
yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, aside from Victor, I think Sam Burns is probably my favorite player on tour. And it like hurts my feelings hearing what they're
Yeah,
saying about Sam Burns, dude.
it's just
Oh
wild.
man.
I agree, man. But guys, we would love to know your thoughts on who's going to win the Ryder Cup. Would it be the USA team? Would it be the European team? Let us know how you thought me and Nate picked. Did I do a terrible job setting lineups? Did Nate do a great job? But according to ChatGPT, Europe's going to take the Ryder Cup at Bethpage. I mean, it makes sense just because their whole roster is like it's like you brought back your championship team, and
Yeah.
it's like the
It's like the
USA kind
Eagles.
of revamped theirs, and a lot of their revamping was like unintentional because like Harris English wasn't in the 2023 Ryder Cup. He played so well, he was automatic qualifier. Same as Bryson Shambo, automatic qualifier. And then you have these new guys and Ben Griffin, Cam Young. So it's like a whole revamped roster versus a team that is bringing back that championship roster that just won the Super Bowl last year. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. It's like the Eagles versus a rebuilding whoever.
Anybody at this point, yeah,
Yeah. It's like rebuilding anybody, but hey, they got Tom Brady over there because
they
it's
do. Yeah,
Scotty,
it's the Bucks.
So
It's the Bucks. Yeah, it's the
yeah,
Bucks at
it's
this
like the
point.
Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But guys, yeah, please let us know. Again, like, subscribe, rate us on Spotify. I appreciate you guys listening to this episode of Golf and Gospel. See you next time. Peace.